Hello everybody, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we went to the remaining eye reefs and got their treasure charts and also got our Triforce charts deciphered. But before we go after the remaining Triforce shards, you'll notice that we have 2 statues here, but there are 3 missing. Where are the other 3? Well, we're going to be doing that right now. So I'm going to be cutting to every location. So what's going to be a few seconds for you is going to be several minutes for me. So I will see you at the first destination, which is at Dragon Roost. As we get greeted with the morning. And then interrupted by an enemy. Alright, our first destination here is at Dragon Roost. We need to go into Dragon Roost Cavern. Also, a fun little detail. After you complete the dungeon, the lava here hardens, so you can just walk across it harmlessly. Anyway, I'll meet you a little bit in the dungeon. Alright, we're nearing the room that we need to go in. You need to make your way! I was hoping I would make that before the lava shot out. You need to make your way into a room over there. So we have to go all this way. We're gonna need the grappling hook. Now you want to grapple onto this, and you want to go into this little empty area, and then what you want to do, you want to plant a bomb. Because guess what? This is where one of the statues is. And in this treasure chest, the statue that we've gotten is the Dragon Tingle statue. It bubbles over with warmth. It will be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Now to head for the next destination, which is probably not the hardest, but the most tedious statue to get. So I'll see you there. Alright, our next destination will be in the Forbidden Woods, which is tedious because there's no easy way into the Forbidden Woods compared to the other dungeons. But while we're here, there's 2 subjects of interest you want to get on your camera. Get a photo of the Great Deku Tree, primarily his face, as yes, he does count towards a vigor. And while you're in here, also come in here, get a picture of this guy. So now I will meet you in the Forbidden Woods, which will probably take me maybe 5-10 minutes to get there, but it will only take a couple of seconds for you, because video editing, yay! Alright, so the next Tingle statue is actually really close. It is in this room, and you want to bomb this particular spot. And in here, Tingle statue will get as that Peahad's clipping for the tree and its own eye. We get the Forbidden Tingle statue. It's covered in sticky sap. It'll be waiting for you on Tingle Island. So it's time for us to leave and head to our final destination. Ow! So I killed these annoying Peahads. Thankfully, getting out of the Forbidden Woods is a lot easier than getting in. An interesting fact, the flower is gone when you come back in here. Well, see you at our next destination. Yeah, shut up, King. Right, our final Tingle statue is here in the Tower of the Gods. And it's actually pretty easy to get. Once the water actually raises. You want to come in here, and I question how Tingle's brother was able to put the statue here. Yeah, you want to get on these platforms. Yep. And then on the third platform, you want to stay on it because there's this platform that's in the middle of nowhere that has nothing on it. Plant your bomb and take cover. Because here is where the final statue lies. Yeah, I don't know how he's able to swim down here the Tower of the Gods and plant the statue here without holding his breath for a long time, withstanding water pressure and without a scuba suit. But you get the Goddess Tingle statue. Its salty seawater coating is kind of gross. It will be waiting for you at Tingle Island. And I love how Link's hat is just flapping around like there's wind in here. But anyway, that's all the Tingle statues. So if you want to know what we do with them all, let's return back to Tingle Island. I thought so. As I was leaving, I decided to check to see if I had the treasure chart of this area, and sure enough I did. Inside is a silver rupee. I thought it was going to be a piece of heart, but okay. Let's warp over to Tingles. As we sail on over, you're going to see that all 5 Tingle statues are here. We can see them in their glory, but if you actually notice, you're going to see there's a white Tingle standing in the middle of the flowers. Let's find out who he is. Hey, Mr. Fairy! Mr. Fairy, you found all the Tingle statues. If it wasn't for you, I would have never been able to come back. Oh, thank you. I understand now that when you say that this place is the most beautiful place ever, the scenery would make a photograph you could be proud of, don't you agree? So this guy is an asshole. If you're wondering who he is, I just have to quickly look up his name. Alright, I was actually a bit wrong about his color. He's supposed to be blue. But it's kind of fitting that we have a stormy weather going on, because I have some issues with this guy. This guy is called Knuckle. Now, in the original version, you would only have met him through the Tingle Tuner. And you could only find these statues while using the Tingle Tuner. Once you found all the statues, he would appear here. What makes him annoying in HD, though, is that in the original game, his figure was not needed for completing your Nintendo gallery. He was a completely optional figure, which makes sense given that you had to have a Game Boy Advance, and you also had the peripheral that would link your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube in order to even use the Tingle Tuner in the first place. So Nintendo understandably knew that not every child would probably have those conditions, so they didn't lock the quest behind to be uncompletable without it. But in HD, because his statues are everywhere, he is absolutely required for the Nintendo gallery, so you cannot ignore him. You have to find those Tingle statues to go and get his figure made, so you can be able to complete your Nintendo gallery. Now, before we leave, which one of them paid me? I think it was, this guy? I think his name's like Pinky or something like that. Or Anky. That's actually his name. And also Knuckle is supposed to be the oldest of the Tingle brothers. Thank you for the gift. I know the Tingle statue is quite hard to come by. Let's get our remaining money. You got them all! Please wait a moment. As usual. And for getting all the statues, he gives you 500 rupees. My big brother saved up everything he got from you, Mr. Fairy. I do not have anything else I can give you. But please play with my big brother again soon. Promise me. Does Tingle make a comment at all? Goodbye. Nope, he doesn't. Alright. But before we end off, let's go and get and turn in his photo. Because yes, in HD, he is absolutely required to complete your Nintendo gallery. So if you have been playing this and you're like, hey, how have I not completed my Nintendo gallery? I've got a picture of every NPC, every enemy, and every boss. Why is the Nintendo gallery not complete? Well, that's because you didn't get Knuckle to appear on Tingle's Island by getting all of his statues and getting his photo. Let's go in there and put in the legendary Knuckle photo. Alright, so let's talk to you so that way I know for a fact I can accept new figures. So here is Knuckle. So now his figure will get made. So with that, as I turn in the rest of my photos, we will end the episode here. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the video as it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts this episode and share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next episode where we go and hunt down the remaining Triforce shards. Later.